quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. English eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And now he spins free. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing.
Throwing on 1st down. English. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A handoff to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the 1st half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Fournette on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's to the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
All right, here we go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Finding room inside the 40. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. He's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, the 20, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Uses the spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. To throw on second down. English. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, hurry up. Here we go. Green.
On third down. English. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Here's Drew Kaiser now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. He spins free. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out come the Jags. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Looking to throw on second down. English. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Fournette. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Flex round. Flex round.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
They was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Now the point after try for Santos. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Now Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across.
And this is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 1st and 10, English. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeForest Buckner, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Set! 319! 319!
From the gun, English. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's pulled in at the 32. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. First down, they go option to the right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Back to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, English. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Finding some room at midfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
23 yards on the play. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. English finding room to the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And down to the 16-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
4 down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Nice move at the 40. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Sammy Watkins. He's going to go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Sammy Watkins, 73 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Zerline good with a PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. English. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long. English. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's taken on the 25. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Good move by Duke. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, giving them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why they're pointing.
And he's in. Broad Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down. English being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next.